Vlogmas Day 7. This is officially a full week that I have been putting up a video every day. And I have to say, I'm really proud of myself because I've already wanted to quit many times, but I haven't, and I'm really proud of myself. But anyway, you might be wondering why I'm sitting here in a robe doing this video. And I thought of the idea that, you know, lately I've been really into audiobooks. I've always been into audiobooks, but lately I've been reading some really good ones. Many of you might be wondering, why are you listening to books when you can read them? And the answer is because I only have vision in my left eye. And if I read for long periods of times, I get headaches and I feel like I'm straining my eye and it's just really painful. So audiobooks have always been right up my alley since I could remember. And lately, since I've had a lot of time on my hands, I've just been going through books and books and books. And I thought, why not every Sunday I can give you guys some new recommendations, because I am going through books that quickly that I'll be able to give you some new recommendations every Sunday. So now, every Sunday, we are going to be doing some book reviews. Yay! And book recommendations, and I want to go over 3 books, and then I'll tell you the book I'm currently reading, and then I can give you an update on the one I should hopefully be finished by next Sunday. First book I want to recommend, I actually read it a while ago. It's called Everybody's Got Something, and that book is by Robin Roberts. I love Robin Roberts. I've been following her story since she's been going through her illness, and she is an anchor on the morning news. And when I found out that her book had came out, I was really looking forward to reading it. And it's a book that if you need just like something encouraging, and you might be going through something with your health and you want to hear someone else's story of their health struggles and how they've gotten through it, and the help of their family is just amazing, and her relationship with her sisters is something that I really connected with. And I don't know, I just highly recommend this book. If you're looking for something that you just want a little bit of inspiration for hope and finding a way to pick your head up about things, I highly recommend this book. My second one is a comedy book. It's called Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I pre-ordered this book way before it came out. I have read Tina Fey's Bossy Pants, and I knew Amy Poehler's book was going to be amazing. And so I was honestly counting down the days until I got the email that this book was ready. And I finished it in one day, and it did not disappoint. If you are looking for a comedy book or something to just lift your spirits, and you want to get a good, if you really like SNL, if you are interested in comedy or pursuing a career in acting, this book was really encouraging for me. Not that I want to become an actor, but because of the fact that hearing the story of her career, and what I really like about the audiobook for Amy Poehler's is she read the book. Robin Roberts also read her book, but what's really cool about audiobooks is sometimes the authors themselves will read it, and sometimes other people will read it. And for these 2 books, the authors themselves read it, so it's really nice to you feel like they're reading the book to you, and it's really amazing. But for Amy Poehler's book, she had other people contribute to it, and they read their parts specifically, which was really cool. So there's really different voices, and you can hear their style when they write, and I don't know, I just really, really liked it. So again, if you want to read Yes Please by Amy Poehler, I highly, highly recommend that one too if you just need a good laugh. My third book is kind of sad, and I have to admit I haven't fully finished this book because I have a really big emotional attachment to it. I was recommended this book when I spoke, I believe it was in Houston or Dallas, I don't remember. But I was recommended this book, and it's called Still Alice. This book is about a professor who was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. Her and her husband were a professor at Harvard, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong on the school. It was an Ivy League school, but the wife was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's, and the book just talks about the things she goes through as she progresses through being diagnosed with this and how it affects her daily life and her kids. And it's just very heartbreaking because my grandma, my Momo, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's many years ago and is now in a nursing home with Alzheimer's. And I was reading this or listening to this book during the Thanksgiving holidays, and we had went to visit my grandma in the nursing home, and it was really hard for me because I was sitting right next to her and looking at her and knowing what it was like in her mind, and it was just really hard for me. This book is just really hard. I told my mom about it. My mom told all her sisters about it, and they were all going to read it. And it's actually going to be a movie in, I think, 2015. And I've been putting off watching the trailer because it makes me so sad that people have to go through this, and even someone that I know personally. And so I watched the trailer and it looks amazing. I will put the link in the description below if you guys want to check out the trailer and maybe read the book. But I told my mom about it and she flew through it super fast and is on the second book of this series. And I'm like, I recommended it to you, but I haven't finished it because it just, for some reason, it makes me so sad. So I'm hoping to finish it soon. I know I will, but it's just hard when you're reading about something that a loved one is going through and you just feel so extremely helpless. Again, I highly recommend it if you know someone who is going through something like Alzheimer's or dementia and you want to get a better understanding. This book is a wonderful way for you to get more of a personal or different perspective on what they're actually going through. I started a new book yesterday. There's so many that with audiobooks you can just get new ones and then you start listening to them and then you want to get another one and then you listen to that. So that's what I've been doing, and I still need to finish Still Alice, but I'm also listening to another one that I'm not going to say yet. I'll hold off until next week to give you that recommendation. But the one that I started yesterday, there's some books that I start and I just can't stop and I'll finish them in like a day or two. This is one of those books. Currently I'm reading a book called Hidden Girl by Shima Hall. And this book is about human trafficking and a girl named Shima who was born in Egypt and sold by her family to be a slave here in the United States. And it talks about her journey of what she went through starting at the age of 8 years old, I believe. And it's just talking about everything she's gone through. And this book is absolutely incredible. I cannot stop listening to it because it's so inspiring and it's so eye-opening to know that this is something that's still going on today, and the fact that there's people who are going through human trafficking and people who feel the need to sell their kids is just mind-blowing. But to read this book or to hear this book is so inspirational because Shima is amazing. I've already Googled her and I think she's the coolest woman, and I was highly surprised to find out that she's now a motivational speaker and to hear how she started speaking and doing things like this, that I could really, really relate to it clearly because this is my job. But I'm not done with it, so I'm going to hold off on telling you more about it and more of my thoughts on it until next Sunday. I guarantee I'll be finished it by then because I can't stop listening to this book. Those are my recommendations. Put it in the comments below if you like this idea. If you have any suggestions that you want anyone to look at or things that you're currently reading right now, put it in the link below. Put it in the comments below, and we can all share what we're doing together. And I don't know if I explained this, I'm wearing a robe because when I like to listen to books, one of the things that I do, I listen to books as a way to de-stress, and when I do that, I usually put my comfy robe on and light some candles and just relax and listen to them. And so I figured, why not wear my comfy robe when I'm telling you guys about the books that I'm loving right now. But again, I will be doing this every Sunday, telling you what I'm reading, giving you recommendations and reviews, and we'll just go from there. But thanks guys for watching, and be back tomorrow. I will have a playlist of all my videos from this last week if you want to catch up on those. And don't forget to come back tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye!